Wednesday, June 24th. 1 John 3 begins like this. See how very much our Father loves us, for he calls us his children, and that is what we are. In fact, in all of John's letters, there are big passages about loving not just God and recognizing that God loves us, but about loving one another. And as I was reading those letters, a verse came to me, or rather a sentence came to me from a book called The Shack. Now, I don't know if you've ever read The Shack. I happen to love it, some people don't, but there's a line in it that says this, and it's about a man who finds himself through circumstances, very particular circumstances, living in a shack with the Trinity. It's not a bad way to spend a weekend, is it? And the thing I love about it is God makes him pancakes in the kitchen. I'd like that. But there's a line in it, in a conversation, a hard conversation about things that have happened in the main character's life, where God says, you don't trust me because you don't believe you are loved. And as I read John's letter, I was thinking that, the more we know we're loved, the more we know that God loves us, that we are his children, and that everything he does is for our good, for the good of the kingdom, for the best of God's plans and for our best, then we live out of that love and we live out of God's best. And the more we believe God loves us, the easier it is for us to love others in truth and in reality, and not just out of duty. And there's a huge difference in those things. For me to really love people because it comes from inside, and I can do that when I am secure in the knowledge that God loves me and I can trust him. But of course we all know that things go wrong, and there are difficult circumstances and there are trials, and then it becomes hard to hold on to that trust. Listen to this. Why?
Trust me.
Why?
Love me.
Why?
Mustard seed.
How?
Faith.
Pain.
Trust me.
Broken.
Love me.
Hopes.
Know me.
Taken.
Trust me.
Why?
I love you.
Why?
I know you.
Doubt.
I chose you.
Fear.
I hold you.
Father.
I made you.
Father.
My child.
Show me.
Trust me.
Answers.
Love me.
How?
I love you.
Why?
You love me.
Can you?
Trust me.
Help me.
I will.
Trust you.
Trust me.
I will try. Now, in case you haven't noticed, I'm doing this in the dark. And in the background, you can see my brand new solar lights. And they're an illustration of what I've been talking about. During the day, in the sunlight, they take in the energy, they take in the power of the sun, so that when the darkness comes, they can shine. That's what we're to do. We take in the love of God. We take in the truth about Jesus. We take in his sacrifice for us, and we believe in his love, so that when the tough times come and when challenges come, we can give out in trust. We can give out His love to others. We can show that living in Jesus works. And we can guide others to the light. So my question for you today is this. Do you trust God? In the light or in the darkness? Do you believe that He loves you no matter what and always will? If you do, really, you'll find it so much easier to love others in the same way. See you in the light tomorrow. Bye.